And now we'll add this texture to the top of this surface. So come over to the Artistics tab, and under Artistics we're going to use the Texture 3D tool. So just click there. And the first thing it prompts us for is the surface that we're going to apply this texture to. So just click there and select the top surface. Just make sure you just click somewhere on the top of that ring band. And it applies a default texture, but we can come in here and select something else. So just click near the icon that looks like some bamboo there. And this will open up the texture selector, so we can select from a range of textures here. A few extras I've got in my folder because there's a few things that I've added in here, but we're going to use this one for the exercise RG015, so just scroll down to that one. You could also use this one, RG014, but we'll use this one. Double click on that to select it. And what you get is just a quick sort of preview of the texture. And the thing we're going to do is just increase the density of this texture. So the first thing we'll do is click in the U values here, and actually something like that, probably 4 in that direction is enough. And you'll see it will repeat the pattern, and it's actually repeating it 4 times around the ring band. If you want a denser pattern, you can increase that value. Okay, I'll just leave that at 4. The other neat thing with this tool is that you can rotate a texture that you're applying, so you can rotate it to run in the other direction on the ring band if you want. And again, you could increase the number. I'll just flip that back down to 4, and I'll just rotate that back the other way. So the thing with this Texture 3D tool is, I think I've explained this before, but the way it works is that the black areas will stay recessed and anything white will be raised. Any grey values in the texture will be at a lower value, somewhere between the black and the white. So the white values here will be raised up 0.5, 0.6 of a mil. The black areas will be recessed 0.6 of a mil, and the grey areas will be somewhere in between. So it's a great little tool to add texture to a ring band. The other thing we can adjust is the height of this texture. Now we're going to make this, we'll do it 0.6 actually. So it's going to be 0.6 from the top surface to the very, very top where the white area is. You can adjust the resolution here. What that does will give you slightly more detail, but also what I find is it increases the file size quite a lot. So generally I start just with the slider at the default in the center there. It's generally fine. And you'll see the preview button flashing here just at the bottom, so just click that to get a preview of your pattern. This goes away calculating that. Obviously on a faster computer it will generate a bit quicker. On a slower one obviously it will be a little longer, but that's the texture that it's applied. Okay, as I said, you could rotate that if you wanted to and have the texture running across the other way, but for this exercise we'll leave it in that direction. So that's really it. We can just close that tool down now. Click the check mark or the tick symbol to close that, and it will go away, just generating that mesh. Now I might just put this into a different color layer here so we can differentiate that and the edges that we create in a moment. So let's select that ring band. We'll come down to our layers manager here at the bottom. We'll click the word default. Let's move this into the layer called Metal 1. And if you click off that, you'll see that's now in that layer.